Welcome class 10 students. Welcome to my channel Academia Mentor. Earlier it was known as Modern Academia. Later on it has been changed into Academia Mentor. Now why I have come here? I have come here with a special surprise for you. I have already given you the first part and second part of A Letter to God. Here today we will discuss about the third part of A Letter to God. Already I have prepared the third part video, but for some technical reason it was quite small one and I didn't cover up the whole area. But here in this video I will try to cover up the whole area of A Letter to God, and this is the basic understanding before going through the text. Now move to the third part of the story. The following Sunday, Lencho came a bit earlier than usual to ask if there was a letter for him. It was the postman himself who handed the letter to him while the postmaster, experiencing the contentment of a man who has performed a good deed, looked on from his office. Now, there is three persons. You need to understand. One is the postman, another is the postmaster, another is the Lencho. So these three persons are there in the post office. Now the first question is going to be arised that why Lencho has come here and who is going to hand over the letter and who is standing there. First of all, so Lencho has come there to collect the money as well as to collect the letter, reply letter. Why is he has come to that post office? Already we understood all these things, that he has written a letter to God to get help from God, and he has the faith that if he has written the letter to God, that means he is going to help the he is going to get the help from God. He has the strong faith. He is not kind of logical person with logical reasoning. Okay, so he has the faith, he has the strong faith upon God, strong belief upon God, that if he has written the letter to God, that means he is going to get the help from God. And that's why the following Sunday, that means the next Sunday, he has come to the post office to collect the money as well as to collect the reply letter. And what happens? In the main moment, the postman who is standing over there, he handed him, that means he handed him the letter as well as the money. In the main moment, the postmaster did not do anything. He was standing over there and he was experiencing the whole activity. And he wanted to have a look of the reaction of that man. That means he wanted to show that see the reaction of Mr. Lencho after getting the money. But no reaction was there from Lencho, because it is not a kind of unnatural thing. It is not a kind of unnatural thing for the person Lencho. It is a kind of unnatural thing for the post office employees, but not for him. And that's why he has not given any kind of strange kind of reaction towards all these people. But moreover, what it is, he demanded the money and he has got the money. That is sufficient. Now move to the next paragraph. Lencho showed not the slightest surprise on seeing the money. Such was his confidence. I told you earlier that Lencho has not given a slightest kind of mean kind of very small kind of reaction after getting the money. He has the faith, he has the confidence upon God, he has the faith upon God that if he has written the letter to God, that means God is there who helps everyone. So he is also going to get help from God. And that's why he has not given any kind of reaction which is quite surprise. Such was his confidence. So he was full of confidence. He was full of confidence that if he has written the letter to God, that means he is going to get the help from God. But he became angry when he counted the money. God could not have made a mistake, nor could he have denied Lencho what he had requested. Now look, what he expected. First of all, what Lencho has expected and what the post office authorities has expected. Post office authorities, that means the postman and the postmaster, they have expected a kind of kind of good behavior. They expected a kind of good behavior, thanks. They expected a kind of getting thanks from that man. But did they get thanks from that man? No, they have not got any kind of thanks from him, any kind of good behavior from him. On the other end, what is going to happen? Lencho, the person who has got the money, he became a little bit angry. Why he became a little bit angry? Because he had demanded 100 pesos money from God. But did he get the 100 pesos money? No. He got only 70 pesos money. Already I told you earlier, as far possible, the postmaster has collected money. He has not collected the full money, but he has collected 70 pesos. Now, after getting the 70 pesos money, Lencho became too much angry. And why he becomes too much angry? There is a certain reason. Because he has demanded 100 pesos from God, but he has not given him 100 pesos. Only one reason. But the two questions start raising in his mind, that God cannot create any kind of mistake. God cannot commit any kind of mistake. Okay, while counting the money, when he counted the whole money, when Lencho had counted the whole money, what he got? He got only 70 pesos, and he thought that God is not supposed to create mistake. At the same time, he demanded 100 pesos to the God, and why he had sent him only 70 pesos? And that's why he becomes too much angry towards God, at the same time towards the post office employees. Now what happens? That means now the instead of giving them respect, instead of giving respect towards the post office employees, he builds up a kind of different idea. He builds up a kind of crook idea towards them. Now move to the next thing. Immediately, Lencho went up to the window to ask for a paper and ink. On the public writing table, he started to write with much wrinkling of his brow, caused by the effort he had to make to express his idea. When he finished, he went to the window to buy a stamp which he licked and then affixed to. Now what happened? After getting this money, what happened? Once again he went to the window and he started writing something on a paper. And after writing, it was quite difficult for him to write instantly, standing beside the window, but somehow he has done it. And then he asked for a stamp. Somehow he affixed the stamp on the letter, and then he once again he handed over to the post office postman envelope with a blow of his fist. The moment the letter fell into the mailbox, the postmaster went to open it. It said, God. And the second time he has written another letter, standing behind the window, standing beside the window. And what is there in that letter? God, of the money that I asked for, only 70 pesos reached me. Send me the rest, since I need it very much. But don't send it to me through the mail, because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks. Lencho. Now look, this is the second letter what he has written in the name of God. And in that letter what he mentioned, already I told you, well, when he has not got the sufficient money or the demanded money 100 pesos, he builds up a kind of different idea for the post office employees. He didn't understand them. He didn't consider them. He didn't consider the people of post office as a kind of gentle one. I told you earlier, he thought that, or I think he has this kind of idea, this kind of um, uh, idea in his mind, that God has sent 100 pesos monies, but the rest of the money, rest of them, all these crooks, all these post office employees have collected or taken the 30 pesos, and that's why he has not got the 70 pesos money somehow. And that's why in the second letter what he has mentioned, that please don't send the money, rest money. He has not demanded the more money. He demanded 100 pesos money. That means he needs 100 pesos money. So already he has got the 70 pesos money. Now he needs 30 pesos money, and that's why in the second letter he mentioned to get 30 pesos money, not through the post office but through but don't send it me through the mail because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks. Now, what kind of name, what kind of reputation, what kind of identification Mr. Lencho has done here? Is it real in the real sense? No. Actually, all these post office employees have helped him as far possible. So, after helping him, they are supposed to get respect from Mr. Lencho. No, instead of getting respect from that man, they have got the identification of crooks. Is it right in the real sense? No. But he is a kind of, already I told you, he is a kind of normal person. He has faith upon God. Only he has the faith upon God, not upon the humanity, not upon the human beings. If he would have, if he would have the faith upon the people of that, post office, he would talk to them. But he had certain kind of different idea. That means he has different concept about the humanity, he has different concept about the human beings, that the God is the single person who is gentle one, pure one, who is not supposed to create any kind of intrigue or any kind of plotting against anyone. But these people who are working in the post office, they may do anything. What he thought, that God has sent 100 pesos money, but these employees have they have separated 30 pesos money and they have taken the 30 pesos money from the money which the God has sent him, and that's why he becomes too much angry towards them. And in the second letter, what he has mentioned, in the second letter he mentioned that please God send the money, send the money, that means not send the 100 pesos money, but send the rest of the money, that means the 30 pesos, not through the mail, because the people who are working in the post office, they are not a kind of gentle one, they have taken 30 pesos money, so send me the rest of the money directly to my house. Okay. Now the text is over. If you may have questions regarding the text, you may ask me, but not through here. Very soon, I am going to organize one test regarding this particular chapter. So the moment when I will tell you about the test, you may ask me a lot of questions. A lot of questions may be uh, arised. So in the mean moment, you may ask me, not now. Thank you for staying with me.